Good morning, guys. It's Shannon.
And Paul.
There's Paul in his R2-D2 shirt.
Yeah, so there's a funny story about this shirt. I'm not a fan of R2-D2, but I love Star Wars.
Let me show.
And we were in Target.
You can keep talking.
And, well, actually, I saw this shirt on somebody at Walt Disney World when we were down there. And I really liked it because there's all these like little scenes from Star Wars in the R2-D2 silhouette. So I really like that part of it. But I don't like R2-D2. So we were at Target. We saw this shirt. Jan's like, you should buy that shirt. And I'm like, but I don't like R2-D2. But she's like, but you should buy the shirt because you really liked it at Walt Disney.
And it's a good color.
It is a good color. It's actually one of my favorite shirts now, even though I don't like R2-D2. So Shannon was right.
Ah.
So good job. Mark this.
It happens every now and then.
No, Shannon's right a lot. She feels like she doesn't get credit for it, but she is right an awful lot. It's just that I'm right so many more times. That's why it feels.
Oh, is that what that is?
All right. So let's talk about breakfast. Every morning we go through this like little ritual about breakfast. I cook breakfast. There's a pan. Okay, this is a hot pan. So
a very hot pan.
Cooking tip for you guys who cook out there: if you're going to cook something, warm your pan up. You can't cook anything with a cold pan. So this pan is actually hot. I've turned the fire way down because I knew I'd be talking. But we go through this little ritual of what's going to be for breakfast every single morning. Shannon comes downstairs. I cook breakfast. Shannon comes downstairs and she's like, what do you want to have for breakfast? I'm like, I don't know. What do you want to have? Because I always want to make something she wants. So we do this every single morning. But today she's getting her favorite meal. What's your favorite meal, Shannon? Come on over here.
My favorite meal is potatoes and eggs.
Okay, so we are making potatoes today. I have shredded potatoes right here. This is hot oil in this pan.
Oh, you're going to do it over here instead of by the stove?
Yeah, I do.
Okay.
All right, so.
Back up.
Hear that?
Sizzle, sizzle.
That's the sound of goodness. If you put your potatoes in your pan and you don't hear that, your oil is not hot enough. Your pan's not hot enough. You will get soggy potatoes.
Yep. So what Paul does is he just, what's your favorite potato to use?
I use red potatoes for these, but you can really use any kind of potato. I've used white and I've also used russet.
Okay, so he, peels the potatoes. I'm gonna follow him. He peels the potatoes. He puts them in the food processor to shred them.
Yep.
And then, a really important tip, and this is not something I knew, but a really important tip is he then washes the potatoes and lets them kind of drain a little bit before he puts them in the pan to get like all the starch.
Wash them with cold water.
Cold water.
Cold water. This right here, if you ever come to our house, this is not a bowl of sugar.
Are you inviting people to our house?
I'm just saying, if you ever come to our house, this is not a bowl of sugar. We have had people come to our house and make a cup of coffee and think this is sugar. It is not. It is salt.
I'm going to tell the story of that. We buy salt, like in the big box from Costco or Sam's Club, like the big things.
Right here.
Well, there you go.
That right there.
So we had one like that and it busted or something. It was leaking. Something happened. This was a long time ago. I don't even remember exactly. So he dumped it in that bowl because he's like, well, there he is. He's like, well, I'll just put it in there so it's not leaking out of the bowl or the box. And he loved it so much, he now has a ginormous salt bowl. It just never goes away. He always has a salt bowl.
I do, yes, and I actually like it a lot. That's what, like if you go into kitchens, like restaurant kitchens, that's what they use. They don't have a salt shaker. They have just a bowl where they just grab salt and throw it in things to season things, and for good reason, because it's awesome.
Yep. So he's just going to cook these up. You let them cook that way for a little while and then flip them just once?
I flipped them a couple times, but yeah, probably flipping them once is better. This is actually a pretty thick layer of potatoes. If it was thinner, I would flip it once. This is probably going to get flipped 3 or 4 times. Okay.
And they're delicious.
Yep, Shannon loves them.
Yep. Way better than frozen. But if I make them for myself, I make frozen.
Don't use frozen. Don't make frozen potatoes.
All right, so that is the update on potatoes for breakfast.
Potato update 2017.
And here's the Simon update. He's on the couch, very happy. This is his favorite spot. Say hello, Simon. You cute little kitty. You're very pretty. Okay, so there is the finished product. Potatoes with some eggs on top. It's really good to just well, this is what I like to do. I know some people don't really
I don't understand how
like
some people don't like over medium eggs. Well, those are over medium, not over easy.
I don't know. Well, you said over medium. I like to mix the egg in with the potatoes. I think it's delicious, and I'm so thankful that I have an awesome husband who makes that for me. So, thank you, awesome husband.
You're welcome.
Husband, whatever you are. I can't even say the word.
Whatever I am. I want potatoes for you.
I'm gonna go eat those really quick before he takes them away. Okay, so we're not sure if we're gonna have been able to show you the previous footage we filmed or if we're gonna have to start right here. The really short story, in case we have to start right here, is we got a brand new camera that we're testing out today.
Yeah.
So in case you missed everything else, we were letting you know we were on our way to this place right here, Duck Donuts. It's one of Paul's most favorite places in the world. Here, turn that box.
Okay.
Duck Donuts. He's already been in. He's already gotten the donuts because...
I'm going to show them to you.
Yeah, we were trying to film and it wasn't working. It looked like the lighting was off or something. So.
Yeah. So the magic of Duck Donuts is they make your donuts to order. It's not like you walk in and you
don't pick them off the shelf.
Yeah, you don't pick them off the shelf. It's like they make your donut is batter before you walk in the door.
Look at that. So you get to pick. So these ones right here are cinnamon sugar, which is a favorite.
Those are my favorite.
Can you smell them? They're hot and fresh.
That's the #1 selling donut of Duck Donut.
They're delicious.
The #2 selling donut is right there, maple bacon.
Here's chocolate. That's mine. Here's strawberry with sprinkles.
That's Drew's.
Maple bacon.
I've never had a maple bacon donut before, and I actually didn't think it sounded good, but they're delicious.
And then chocolate with chocolate
That's
sprinkles.
actually my favorite donut.
That's your favorite? I like this one right here with no sprinkles.
Okay.
I like the regular chocolate in these. But anyway, they're delicious. They are so good. So anyway, that's the deal. That's the magical place right over there. If you live in North Carolina anywhere, find a Duck Donuts.
Yeah.
All right, so we are just going to continue on.
There's got frosting on myself.
Paul frosted his pants.
Yeah.
So
Strawberry frosting.
does it taste good?
It does.
All right, so we are just going to continue on and pick up some lunch real quick. Those donuts are a treat. The reason why we were coming out here, in case we didn't put that footage in earlier, is we were filming something for PS-Toy-Reviews, and they were donut-related things. And Paul's like, "Now I really want donuts." So
I got icing all over my pants.
let's look at Paul. How are you doing, Paul?
I got icing on my pants.
All right, guys, we'll see you in a little bit. All right, guys, so I am working in our bedroom. Paul just got back from running some errands.
With
Simon. Our bedroom is where we film videos. Do I dare show?
Sure.
Look at that mess. Do you see that mess? It's horrible. So I am sorting through stuff. So we have a pile of Shopkins over here. That's probably staying. When I sort and clean, I put everything like in like piles together and then, you know, kind of put it all away. So we have a bunch of surprise eggs and stuff.
Clean differently.
Paul doesn't clean. Paul doesn't organize. So if I organize everything, he's really good at putting it where it goes. But I have to organize it. Is that fair?
Yeah, I'm more of a brute effort kind of person. You're more of a think it out, plan it out.
Yeah.
I'm more of a just jump in and do it.
So I have a trash pile. I have eggs and stuffed animals that need to go somewhere else. I have these wonderful IKEA boxes here. I'm hoping to get Paul or Casey to build me this shelf to display all my purses in our room.
Good luck with that.
Over here, you can see, that's our tech bench. Right now there's not too much tech on it. It's just one camera and one iPad charging.
At nighttime, though.
At nighttime, that whole bench is covered in stuff that's charging, and the entire, like, inside of that thing is filled with camera equipment, tripods, mics, all that kind of stuff. And then here's just more stuff. Here are toys that are brand new that need to be put away. Here's some of our, like, display things, like surprise backpacks and stuff for our other channel, obviously. That's what all this is. So I am just digging through this.
That's a book.
There's a random book for some reason. There's a Simon. And a Paul shoe. Hey, Simon. Say hi to everybody. Hey, buddy. What are you doing? Simon, are you waiting for dinner? Simon, are you hungry? Oh, you're not going to talk to me. Look at you. You want a cookie? Well, you know that word. He's like, oh, no, cookie. Okay, so Paul just wanted me to update you because it's a giant mess, a giant disaster in here, and hopefully it'll be cleaned up and we'll have some cleaner looking spots like over here soon. That's what our goal is.